Dear students, I am Mahesh Javalkar from Maratha Polytechnic, and today I am posting my third video on DCET questions on microcontrollers. Okay, so let's start with the questions today. So the first question is question number 41. Which among the below mentioned devices of microcontrollers 51 MCS 51 family does not possess two 16-bit timers or counters? Okay, now does not have two 16-bit timers or counters. Now we know that 8031, 8052, okay, 8751, and all of the above are the four options here. But out of this, the 8052 microcontroller is one which is having 3-bit, three 16-bit timers or counters. It is not having two 16-bit timers or counters. So if the question is asking you the microcontroller which does not possess the family device which does not have 16-bit timers or counter, that answer is 8052 because it is having three 16-bit timers or counter. Okay, so here the answer will be 8052 IC of the MCS 51 family does not possess two 16-bit timers or counters because it has three 16-bit timers or counters. Okay, then we'll go to the next question. Question number 42. Which among the below mentioned devices of MCS 51 family has 8 kilobyte of ROM? Okay. Now, if you see 8031, it has 0, 8052, it has 8 kilobyte, 8051 has 4 kilobyte. Okay. So here the answer should be again 8052. 8052 is the device which has 8 kilobyte of ROM. So here answer will be answer B, 8052. We are speaking about ROM over here. Okay. Then we'll go to question number 43. Which among the below mentioned devices of MCS 50M family has 128 bytes of RAM? 128 bytes of RAM. Okay. Now, if you see 8031, 8052, and 8051, out of this 8031 and 8051 are having 128 bytes of RAM, whereas 8052 has 256 bytes of RAM. Okay. So here the answer should be answer D, 8031 and 8051. Okay. So 8031 and 8051 are the devices which have 128 bytes of RAM, random access memory. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question, question number 44. Which among the below mentioned devices of MCS 51 family has 6 interrupt sources? Okay. Now again here 8031 and 8051 have 6 interrupt sources. So again here the answer will be 8031 and 8051. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Which among the below mentioned devices of MCS 51 family has 32 IO pins? 32 IO pins. So you have 4 ports, each port of 8 bits, and 8 into 4 is 32. So 32 IO pins are common in 8031, 8052, and 8051. Okay, so here the answer should be all of the above. All these devices have 32 IO pins. Clear? So here the answer is all of the 8031, 8052, and 8051 have 32 IO pins. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question, question number 46. What is the bit size of 8051 microcontroller? Now, whenever we say bit size, we are speaking about the data lines. Okay, the width of the data lines. Okay, so 8051 has 8-bit data lines. So it is a 8-bit wide. Okay, it is means the operations which occur in microcontroller are limited to 8-bit only. Okay, that is why it is called as 8-bit microcontroller. And when it is called as 8-bit microcontroller, that means the maximum data which it can handle is 8-bit at one time. Okay, so it is called as 8-bit microcontroller because its data width, data lines are 8. Clear? So here the answer should be 8-bit. So 8051 is a 8-bit microcontroller. Okay, so as we know that our data lines are 8 and address lines are 16. So data lines, whatever the data lines are going to represent, that is the width of data, what maximum the microcontroller can handle at a given time. Okay, then we'll go to the next question, question number 47. Name the architecture and the instruction set for microcontroller. Okay. Now in architecture, we have von Neumann architecture and Harvard architecture. And in instruction set, we have RISC and CISC. Okay. Now, as far as 8051 or any other microcontroller is concerned, okay, most of the time they have separate memory for data and program. Okay. So if they have separate memory for data and program, then it is Harvard architecture. And as we know that, for an example, 8051 has around 250 instructions plus 250 plus instructions. So it is having many instructions. So it is not a reduced instruction set. It is a complex instruction set, CISC. Okay. So Harvard architecture with CISC instruction set will be the answer for this. Name the architecture. The architecture is Harvard, and name the instruction set. The instruction set is CISC. Okay. So here, name the architecture and the instruction set for microcontroller. So we have Harvard architecture with CISC instruction set. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Question number 48. Number of IO ports in the 8051 microcontroller. Now we know that in 8051 we have ports P0, P1, P2 and P3. Okay, P0, P1, P2 and P3. That means totally we have 4 ports, 4 8-bit ports. Okay, so number of IO ports in the 8051 microcontroller are 4. So here the answer will be 4 ports. Now we'll go to the next question. Is ROM, okay, ROM read-only memory, is used for storing data? No, ROM is not used for storing data. It is used for storing program memory. So RAM is used for storing data. Random access memory is used for storing data. So here for this question, is read-only memory is used for storing data storage or not? The answer should be false. So this statement is false because RAM is used for storing data storage and ROM is used for program storage. Clear? Then we'll go to the next question. Question number 50. Program counter stores what? Now program counter is a 16-bit register, PC. Okay, and it always holds the address of the next instruction to be executed. It will always have the address of the next instruction to be executed in a program. Clear? So here the option should be option B, address of the next instruction. So program counter is a 16-bit register which has the address of the next instruction of your program which is to be executed. When the present instruction is being done, which is the next instruction to be executed, the address of that next instruction will be there in program counter. Once the present instructions come for execution, the next instruction address will be in program counter. Okay. So then we'll go to next question. Question number 51. Which pin provides a reset option in 8051? So if you see the 40 pins of 8051, in that pin number 9 is used for reset. Okay. Resetting the microcontroller means the controller will go to its primary values. Okay. So it will start all its application from the beginning. Clear? So in 40 pins of 8051, pin number 9 is used for resetting, reset option. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Question number 52. External access is used to permit what? A peripherals, power supply, address latch enable, or memory interfacing. It is obviously memory interfacing. External access is used to permit or prohibit anything. Permit or prohibit anything for memory interfacing. So any external memory, any outer memory, if you want to connect to your controller, then external access is going to either permit it or prohibit it or block it. Okay, so it is used for memory interfacing. So external access is used for memory interfacing. So here the answer should be D, memory interfacing. Clear? Then we'll go to next question. Question number 53. What is the address range of special function registers, SFRs? Okay. Now in the memory, the address range of the RAM memory from ATH in hexadecimal to FFH. ATH to FFH, that is option C, is used for special function registers. Now every special function register will have its own address, and you can access that register with the help of that address also. So the option C, that is ATH to FFH of the RAM, is used for addressing, or is used as addresses of the special function registers like TCON, SCON, PCON. Okay. So here the answer will be ATH to FFH. Then we'll go to the next question. Question number 54. Which register usually store the output generated by ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit, in several arithmetic and logical operations? So whether you're doing addition, subtraction, ORing, XORing, whatever you're doing, ANDing, okay. Now after those operations, arithmetic and logic operations, the answer goes into a special function register called as accumulator. So here the options are accumulator, special function register, timer register, stack pointer. Here if you say special function register, then it will be a general answer. But if you want to be more specific, the answer will be accumulator. So accumulator most of the time will have the result in itself. The result of the arithmetic or logical operation will be stored in the accumulator. Okay. So here the answer will be A, accumulator. Accumulator is again a special function, a register, but more specifically, the answer is accumulator. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Which general purpose register holds 8-bit divisor and store the remainder, especially after the execution of division operation? So we have always seen the instruction div. Div, okay, so it will be A comma B, okay. So it is the B register which will have the divisor, and also after the execution takes place, it will hold the remainder. So it is the work of the B register. So this is the general purpose register which holds the value of divisor, 8-bit divisor, for the instruction of division, and after execution of that, the remainder also is stored in B register. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. Which is the only register without internal on-chip RAM address in MCS 51? Okay. Now all the registers, okay, especially all the special function registers, have addresses in the RAM address. Okay, that is from 80FF, 80 hexadecimal to FF hexadecimal. Okay, in that you have all the special function registers which are having addresses. Okay, so all registers will have their internal on-chip RAM address except one, and that one is program counter. Okay, program counter is a register which will hold the address of the next instruction to be executed, and this register does not have an internal on-chip RAM address. Clear? So here the answer should be program counter, PC. Okay, then we'll go to the next question. Question number 57. Which register bank is supposed to get selected if the values of register bank bits RS0 and RS1 are detected as 1 and 0 respectively? Okay, so here if you see, if you see RS1 and RS0, we are speaking about RS1 and RS0. Okay, so this can be first combination of 0 0. If it is 0 0, it is bank 0. Okay, so you are indicating bank 0. If it is 0 1, then you are indicating bank 1. Okay, bank 1. If it is 1 0, then you are indicating bank 2. Okay, and if it is 1 1, you are indicating bank 3. Clear? You are indicating bank 3. So here he has asked RS1 and RS0 detected as 1 and 0. So if it is 1 and 0, then it is the third option, bank 2. So 1 0, RS1 is 1, RS0 is 0. So then it is bank 2. So here the option should be bank 2. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question. What is the maximum capability of addressing off-chip data memory and off-chip program memory in a data pointer? Off-chip or data memory in a data pointer. Okay. So here, if you see, what is the maximum memory is asking. Okay. So maximum memory. So if you see here, the data pointer, whatever you have, data pointer is a 16-bit register. Okay, 16-bit register means it can have an address of 16 bits. Okay, so if you're having an address of 16-bit, then the memory what you can access, whether it is off-chip data memory or off-chip program memory, that memory will be 2 raised to 16, which is nothing but 64 kilobytes. 2 raised to 16, which is nothing but 64 kilobytes of memory. So the maximum capability of addressing off-chip data memory and off-chip program memory in a data pointer will be 2 raised to 16, that is 64 kilobytes. So here the answer should be answer D, 64 kilobytes. Okay. Now students, we'll go to the next question. Question number 59. Which among the below stated registers does not belong to the category of special function registers? Okay. Now, if you see the options TCON, TMOD, TGS0, TL0, port 0 and port 1, and last option is program counter PC. So out of this, the program counter PC is not a special function register. If you see the list of 21 special function or registers, in that program counter is not there. So here the option will be PC, program counter. Okay. Then we'll go to the next question, question number 60. What is the required baud rate for an efficient operation of serial port devices in 8051 microcontroller? Now, if you see a baud rate is symbol per second. Now, symbols can also be your binary numbers. So, bit rate, baud rate can be same at one stage. Okay, if the symbols represent binary numbers ones and zeros, then bit rate and baud rate are same. Okay. Now here the baud rate that is for serial port operation for 8051 is 9600. So here the option should be option D, 9600. Okay. So now students, these were some 20 questions which I took on DCET microcontroller subject. Now same type of questions may also be asked, or on the same basis other questions can also be asked. Now the only thing what matters over here is your basics should be strong, and once your basics are strong, you can derive or you can arrive at the conclusion of the right of the four answers, and you can solve any type of MCQs. Okay, thank you students. In my next video I will come out with another 20 questions on microcontrollers. Okay, thank you very much.